OK, well, moving on to something a bit different now, and this year's Strictly Professionals have been announced, with Giovanni Pernice missing from the list. This follows months of controversy after official complaints from former partner Amanda Abbington and 2 other female stars. The BBC are investigating, and Giovanni denies the allegations made against him. But, Janet, does this sort of just show, I mean, parking that particular story to one side, I think a lot of people go into reality shows underestimating actually how tough it is.
I would say so. I mean, personally, when I go into something like that, you've signed a contract and you're going to take part in something, particularly in the jungle, that's going to test you to the limit of what you've experienced before. And in my experience of doing I'm a Celebrity, a lot of the people who go in just haven't got any idea. They somehow don't realise they're going to be filmed 24 hours a day. They somehow, the message hasn't got through. But the truth is that reality shows are our modern version of gladiatorial sport, what the ancient Romans
or rats in a laboratory.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we love watching people not being able to cope. And all reality shows involve pushing people further than they've ever been pushed before, whether it's dancing, skating, cooking, which I also did MasterChef, and lost my rag on numerous occasions. It pushes you beyond what you thought you could do before, but that's the sport for us viewers at home.
What was the hardest bit about the jungle?
Nobody else stopped talking. Oh, God. They wittered
I thought you were going to say creepy crawlies.
Oh, no, the creepy crawlies weren't an issue. The constant babble, 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 twaddle, twaddle, twaddle was the issue. It was really, really difficult. And I think that the people who take part in Strictly, some of them don't realise that they are going to be filmed in rehearsals, for example. And no one's going to look great. You're going to be pushed to your physical limit, and you've got to remember a lot of stuff. So it's really, really challenging.
Yeah, very challenging. Linda, you did the jungle. What did you find about it?
I did. I found it really hard the first night because I was in there with Charlie Brooks and it was pitch black and there's noises of animals all the time and I needed to go away. And Charlie Brooks said, if you want to go away, wake me up. So I was trying to wake up, she wouldn't wake up. So I just wet myself.
Again.
But I had a signal for the kids to let them know I was all right in there. So I never told my husband and my son I was going in until about 3 or 4 days before. Went for a meal and told them I was doing it and my son was going, Mum, you're too old, you're going to kill yourself. Anyway, they said, have you got they wanted a signal. So Bobby Girl said, rub your ear. And I said, everyone does that. So Louis said, why don't you just go, cuckoo! So every time Ant and Dec came in, I went, cuckoo! Just to let the kids know I was all right.
Brenda, you did the X Factor. That was pretty hardcore.
Yeah, I mean, I think I agree with what Janet says. It is a thing of pushing yourself. But for me, it was, you know, I didn't think it was as competitive until I kind of got to the boot camp.
Then you got competitive.
Well, it was more a case of when I got to the boot... I didn't think I'd get to the boot camp, let alone the judges' houses, let alone to the final. So each stage I was like, oh, my gosh, I'm really going to have to sort myself out and really concentrate and focus. But I think the challenge for a lot of us on the X Factor was learning different songs every week that you would not normally learn. That takes quite a...
Because in a show, you learn the songs and you do them for the same songs for 6 weeks, don't you?
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Right,